Hello dear friends, my name is Dennis Warden and today I want to make a prediction for the tournament US Open 2024, and this video will be for men's singles and the tournament will start tomorrow, so we have some time for making some predictions. So you can go to this site too. I left link in the comments, and I will pin this comment so you will see it very easily. So how my prediction will be that I want to tell you 8 quarterfinalists, and this will be like these guys. So we need the guys who playing in round 5. So the first part of the net will be winner will be, I think, Yannick Sinner will win against Mackenzie McDonald. Spizzery, I don't know who is it, but Mickelson, I think, should win against this guy because he was in the final in the last tournament. Winston-Salem, of course, he lost in the final, but anyway. Mattia Bellucci against Stan Wawrinka. Stan, the man, should win because he has more experience, of course, but Bellucci, I think he playing better on the clay courts. Maybe I'm wrong. O'Connell Christopher against Jarry. I didn't see these guys for a long time, but I prefer Jarry over here. And Arthur Fils against Tien. I don't know who is Tien, but Arthur is very talented. Munyar against Diallo, and here I will choose Diallo because Munyar is more like clay court professional. Max Purcell against Vukic Alexander, and here I will pick Purcell. I think his game is more has more variations. And Sonega against Tommy Paul. Of course, Sonega won his last tournament, and maybe he will be a little bit exhausted, and Tommy Paul is very powerful right now. So the first quarter finalist will be, of course, Sinner will win against Mickelson 3-0, Stan against Jerry, and Stan has the chances, of course. Fields against Diallo. Of course, Arthur will be my winner, and Tommy Paul will win against Max Purcell. And in the third round, Yannick Sinner will win 3-1 or 3-0 against Stan Wawrinka, and Arthur Fils and Tommy Paul. Right now, I think Tommy Paul is stronger, but we will see, guys. Arthur is very good right now. And in the quarterfinal will be Yannick Sinner. It's very obviously, but it's a number 1 right now, guys, so I can't say anything else. And the second part of the draw, Stefanos Tsitsipas against Thanasi Kokkinakis. Not a lucky draw for Thanasi, of course, but Stefanos will have some problems too. This match will be not so easy, in my opinion. Nuno Borges against Korea. Borges should win this match because he has a powerful serve, and Korea is clay court professional. Schoolgate against Daniel, and this will be Daniel Tarot. Mensik against Auger Aliassime. This will be Canadian player. Cobley against Duckworth, and James always was a very powerful hardcourt player. Bergs against Kotov. Kotov has a very powerful serve, but Bergs and rallies, he's just amazing, in my opinion. I saw his matches, and he's very fast and accurate with his shots, and he has a medium power. Marozhen against Medvedev. In my opinion, Medvedev is so good right now. What about Fabian? He lost his game for the last tournaments. I think Medvedev will win this match, and Daniil Medvedev should win against Dusan Lajovic without a doubt. And Stefanos Tsitsipas against Nuno Borges. This will be Stefanos for me. Daniel Taro against Ogier Lassim will be Felix, but will be not so easy match. Duckworth against Bergs will be Bergs for me. Medvedev against Daniil Medvedev will be Medvedev. Tsitsipas against Ogier Lassim, and this will be Felix for me. I think Tsitsipas is more like clay court player. On a hard course he can just lost his game and will lose match against anybody. Bergs against Medvedev, this will be Daniil for me. And Ogier Lassim against Medvedev, of course Daniil Medvedev will be the second quarterfinal player for me, guys. And the third part of the net, Alcaraz will win against Tu Li. Shapovalov against Wanda Zalshrub, and this will be I don't know, guys, it's like a 50-50. Okay, I will pick player from Netherlands. Diaz Acosta against Gaston. Gaston is very good, but more like on the clay courts, but anyway he's better than Facundo. Zhang against Draper, and this will be, I believe, on Jack. I like this guy. Tabilo against Goffin, this will be David for me. And Chorich against Manorino will be Borna, if everything will be alright with his health. Fonin against Mahach, and this will be Fabio. Mote Corentin against Sebastian Korda, and this will be a very interesting match, but in my opinion Korda should take this victory. And Carlos Alcaraz against Van de Zandschulp, and this will be Carlos. Draper will win against Gaston. Goffin against Chorich, and Korda will win over Fabio Fognini. And Carlos Alcaraz, of course, will win against Draper. Korda and Goffin will be a very hard match, but I will choose Goffin. And of course Alcaraz will win against Goffin. It's my opinion, guys, but Carlos Alcaraz, he's very powerful right now too, and it's hard to say that he will lose. And the fourth quarterfinalist will be, guys, Deminor will win against Marcos Giron, who is playing only on USA. Virtanen against Quentin Halys, and this will be Quentin for me, but it's like a 50-50, guys. Altmaier, I think, stronger than Navone. Evans against Kachanov will be Kachanov for me. Arnaldi should win against Swida. Forbes against Safiullin, and this will be Roman for me. Lestienne against Thompson. In my opinion, Constant Lestienne is very dangerous opponent, of course, and maybe he will win. I believe on this guy here. And Hubert Hurkacz. And I can say that this part of the quarterfinals is the weakest right now from the all. So Alex de Minaur and Hubert Hurkacz has some chances to go to the quarterfinal at least. And Alex de Minaur should win against Quentin, of course. Kachanov should win against Altmaier. Arnaldi should win against Safiullin, he's stronger in my opinion. Lestienne against Hurkacz, Hubert without a doubt. In the third round, Alex, I don't know who will win here, because Karen is very talented and powerful too. I will choose Karen Kachanov in the fourth round, and Hubert Hurkacz will be in the fourth round too. So to the quarterfinal we will see Hubert Hurkacz, I think, but it's like a 55 to 45% for me for Hubert Hurkacz, but Karen can take this match too. And the fifth part of the net, and the fifth quarterfinal player will be Casper Ruud against Boo, and will be, of course, Ruud. Monfils against Schwartzman, and this will be a very interesting match, but of course Gael, he won a match against Carlos Alcaraz a few days ago, so I think will be not a problem to win a match against the guy who is serving like 117 kilometers per hour, and this will be not a problem. But of course Gael Monfils can make a show and he can lose because of that. Choinski against Karbalis Bayana, I think Choinski should win because Karbalis Bayana, he just can't play on hard courts. He's a clay court professional. Schenk against Bublik, Alexander. Humbert against Montero, and in my opinion Hugo should take this match. Kamizana and Stricker will be Stricker for me. Ramos Vinolas against Matteo Berrettini, and Taylor Fritz against Hugo Carabelli will be Fritz. Here we can see Ruud against Monfils. Choinski against Bublik will be Bublik for me. Humbert against Stricker will be Hugo. Matteo against Fritz will be a very hard match for Matteo, and I think Fritz will win because hometown walls will help him, and of course crowd from United States will help him too. Ruud against Bublik will be Kasper, and Humbert against Fritz should be Fritz, and the quarterfinal we will see Taylor Fritz in my opinion. This guy is very talented and he play at home. What he need else? So I think he deserves to go to the quarterfinals. And the sixth quarterfinalist will be Rune against Nakashima. Rune should win this match against Nakashima, but Brandon will play his best tennis on his country. Kazu against Kareni Busta. I don't believe on Kareni Busta anymore. Nishioka and Kitsmanovic, in my opinion, Kitsmanovic has a better team, but of course it's like a 50-50 for me. It's equal players. Rallo Opelka against Lorenzo Musetti. Opelka has a horrible form right now. Of course he played home, but I think this will be not helpful for him. And Lorenzo will go to the second round. Cerundolo against Ofner. I think Cerundolo should take this one. I don't know, 50-50. And Müller against Valton. Okay, this will be Alexander. And Martyr against Zverev will be Zverev. Rune should win against Kazu. Kitsmanovic, Musetti of course. Cerundolo, Echeverry should be Echeverry, Thomas. And Zverev will take against Miller. And Rune against Musetti. A very interesting match, but I will pick Italian player. He showed that he is ready to win against very strong opponents on this season. And Zverev Alexander will go to the fourth round, and in the quarterfinal will be Zverev. So it's a pretty lucky draw for Alexander Zverev, and in the quarterfinal match he has a Taylor Fritz. And the seventh quarterfinalist will be Rublev Andrei. This will be a victory. Eubanks, I don't know who will win here. Rinderknecht has more variations on his game. Hugo Grenier against Mitchell Kruger, and in my opinion Mitchell should win against. Of course he's more like challenger player, but anyway guys. Fucsovics against Lehechka, and this will be Fucsovics for me. Baez against Darderi. Darderi, he's very talented, but Sebastian Baez should win this match. Nagal against Grigspur, and Talon is too strong for Summit. Hijikata against Davidovich Fokina. I think Davidovich Fokina will be stronger. And Grigor Dimitrov against Kyrian Jacquet, and this will be Dimitrov of course. And Rublev will win against Arthur. Fucsovics against Kruger. And Baez against Grigspur. This will be Grigspur in my opinion. Davidovich Fokin against Grigor Dimitrov, and Dimitrov should take this one. And Rublev go to the 4th round against Fucsovics. He's more stronger, and Dimitrov will win against Talon Grigspor. And we have a very interesting 4th round match, but the winner, in my opinion, will be Andrei Rublev. He's more powerful right now. And the last quarterfinal player will be Ben Shelton against Dominic Thiem. I think this will be the most interesting match of the 1st round, and we will see a very good battle. Of course, Dominic Thiem has a bad form, guys. He didn't play for a long time, but anyway, Ben Shelton, he played at home. He has power, he has support from his crowd, and of course he will be a winner in my opinion. No chances over here. And Bautista Agut will be stronger than Nardi. Shevchenko and Kupfer will be Dominic for me. Kovacevic against Tiafoe Francis. Popyrin against Sonwoo Kwon, and I like Kwon so much, but Popyrin is so strong right now. Martinez against Krasnikovsky. I think Pedro, but it's like 50-50. Dier against Struff. In my opinion, Struff is more stronger, of course. And Djokovic, and another not a lucky draw for Radu Albot. And Ben Shelton against Roberto Bautista Agut will be a very hard match for Ben Shelton, because Bautista Agut has a good combinations, good on rallies, good forehand, backhand, so not so many weak points on his game. And in my opinion, Ben Shelton will lose this match. Kupfer against Tiafoe will be Francis. Popyrin against Martinez will be Alexei, and Novak will win against Struff. Bautista Agut and Francis Tiafoe, I believe on Roberto one more time. Of course, he's old, but he's experienced at the same time. And Novak will win against Alexei, and of course in the quarterfinal we will see Novak Djokovic. The quarterfinal matches, guys, will be very interesting matches. Jannik Sinner against Daniil Medvedev. In my opinion, Jannik Sinner will be a winner, because Daniil Medvedev, of course, he has a very good defense, but offense is always stronger than defense, in my opinion. So it's like 60-40 for me. Of course, Daniil has his chances and he will try his best tennis, but Jannik Sinner, he's number one right now, guys. He's very strong. Carlos Alcaraz against Hubert Hurkacz, and this will be a very easy match for Carlos, in my opinion. 3-1 maximum for Hubert. The third quarterfinal will be Taylor Fritz against Zverev Alexander, and I think Taylor Fritz can go to the semifinals. Zverev, it's a not so strong opponent for Taylor, and at home he will try his best, of course. If he will go past Casper Ruud, he can win against Alexander Zverev, guys, in my opinion. And of course Rublev against Djokovic. Rublev can surprise Djokovic, but I will give 20% chances for this and 80% for Novak Djokovic that he will win this match. And Jannik Sinner against Carlos Alcaraz. This will be a very interesting match, very powerful semi-final. And Carlos Alcaraz won 2 matches against Jannik Sinner this year, one time on hard courts and one time on clay courts. And this like 2-0 in the 2024, and it's time for Jannik Sinner to shine, and I think he will calculate all the mistakes in the previous matches, and of course he will try his best and show the good tennis against Carlos. Of course he can win this match without a doubt. I think these both guys, it's the future of tennis, of course. Of course, Jannik Sinner is younger, but anyway, in my opinion, Jannik Sinner should be in the final. But of course, I will give 55% for Yannick right here. So Carlos Alcaraz has 2 good chances too, but I believe on Sinner on this time. And Taylor Fritz against Novak Djokovic. This will be Novak Djokovic, I think 3-0 or 3-1. For him, very simple semi-final. And if this will be Alexander Zverev, he should win anyway and go to the final. So the final will be Jannik Sinner against Novak Djokovic, and this is a very interesting match, guys, because last 2 meetings against these 2 players, Jannik Sinner won these matches. The first match was in the Davis Cup finals against Novak Djokovic, and of course the most important match was in Australian Open. So Jannik Sinner has very good chances against Novak Djokovic. Novak Djokovic has a lucky draw, in my opinion. He has not so strong opponents over here. I mean Andrei Rublev, Alexander Zverev. It's not players who can make some problems to Novak Djokovic. And the other net we can see Daniil Medvedev, Jannik Sinner, and of course Carlos Alcaraz. So in the final we will see not so exhausted Novak Djokovic, and I think very exhausted Jannik Sinner, and maybe not a Jannik Sinner at all. But I'm sure like 99% that this will be Novak Djokovic in the finals. Of course, if everything will be alright with his health, and if he will not throw a ball to somebody's umpire or something will happen on this way, and he will be not disqualified. And of course, for me, champion will be Novak Djokovic. I don't know, guys, you can say who will be your champion in the comments below the video, but my champion will be Novak Djokovic this time, and I believe that he can do it. So that's all. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel, know everything about the tennis world. I left link for this website in the description, and I just watch with me this tournament. This will be very interesting. I will make a prediction for not for the full tournament, but separately for the matches against between the 2 players. So subscribe to my channel, watch my videos, and write in the comments your prediction, guys. That's all. Goodbye, guys.